and the board began to look for property, and because my husband knew Mr. Hancock well, he would drive out on the outskirts of town, because his vision was that the school should be on the outskirts of town where people could get to it easily. As he drove by this property one day and he found out that Junior Hancock owned it, he said, "I think I'm just going to go talk to Junior about that." So he did, and this seemed to be the property that he settled on right away, that was easily accessible, and it was outside enough that the city could grow to it. But he just went back to the people and said, "We've got it. This is it." Well, you know, a Christian education is more than just taking books home and studying about the Word of God and then incorporating that, the facts and figures within that. It is living that life in front of them and then making available to them a great education, to become great history teachers, to know more math than anything else, to score well, to just be aware of the importance of having an excellent education. Because in this day and time, students need to be prepared, and I think parents have an incredible amount of responsibility and influence on the child's approach to education.
We have the classical Christian material, the Veritas Press, that we use in our class, where it combines real-life history, science, art, with the phonics program and the Bible. We spend a lot of the day doing things in the desk where I have directed teaching, then they go to practice the games in the math and the science.
Okay, TCPS obviously started in 1988, and I came on board then. We had from kindergarten to 5th grade with just one section in each grade. So we had 6 teachers, and we had a principal and 1 person in the office. We just had 7 people on staff. Now we have over 40 people on staff. I believe we had 79 students starting with, and now we have over 300 students. We had, during that time, I believe the kindergarten teacher spent her afternoon trying to help some with music and PE and that kind of thing. And now we're able to have a teacher for each one of those, so the students are able to get a whole lot more. Back in those days, there was not a computer on campus. Now we have a computer in every classroom. We have a computer lab.
Academic excellence here at TCPS, I think, is wonderful. That's one of the things that I've enjoyed in the classroom here. I know that the home environment has a lot to do with the pace that these children travel, because when you have a full circle of education going on within the life of a child, they're going to perform better. So that's one thing I see as being a distinct advantage. Another is the Christian atmosphere. A child can get a total education here that will not only prepare them for their career, but it also prepares them for life.
Not everywhere will students get a real life opportunity to make a difference. Here at TCPS they do. Students who would go to a public high school would probably never be given the opportunity to actually work with board members to make policy for the school. But here at TCPS, through the Student Council, the students actually have that opportunity, and last year had a real life opportunity to write, establish a Student Council Constitution, a living, breathing document for government here at the school that is adhered to by the entire student body. And we had 5th graders through 9th graders who are involved in this process. We've had our first presidential veto this year. It's a real life opportunity to work with administrators and board members to make a difference. I think the students are realizing they've always been told they're the leaders of the future. Now they're realizing they're the leaders of today. And that makes all the difference in the world to get that real life experience at an early age. You know, our goal as junior high faculty and later high school faculty is very simple, and that is to maintain the Christian character building we have, but also to rival any academic schools in the area, and at some point in the future to expand to the point that no other school can meet the academic standards we have here at TCPS.
You know, the Bible tells us too much is given, much is required, and this past fall, here right behind me, 24 young men took the field for the very first time in the history of TCPS. And even though 18 of these young men had never played football before, they put on helmets and pads, and we had over 500 people come out and cheer them on. We had a national anthem sung that I'll never forget, and we got to pray as a school for the first time before a football game. When we prayed, I had tears in my eyes. The tears in my eyes was not an excitement for the game, but was an excitement about what was about to happen. It was the start of a legacy. It was the start of a new beginning for TCPS. Our young boys took that field that day, and we can debate if wins and losses matter in the big picture, but they played their hearts out. Memories are going to be created right behind me, some good and some that will be challenging, but Christian character will be developed on that football field. Sports and athletics play such a big, important role here at TCPS. So not the #1 role, but it's one as a parent and as a coach that I think that should be up there as far as trying to attain excellence in everything we do.
The thing about TCPS that makes it so special for children is that our curriculum is children driven. It's not driven by a textbook or what any body says a child at this age should do. It's where our children are and carrying them to a higher level.
Everything that we teach here, whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's computer, PE, really doesn't matter. God is always first.
I'm learning some great things in the 5th grade. We learned language, math, science, history, Bible, and just a lot of things like that.
The teachers are great because they're so nice to me.